Are you a first-time home buyer trying to figure out what it takes to write a great offer? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate 101 with G2 Realty Group. A big misconception that people have is they think that negotiating an offer is buyer versus seller. But in fact, it's really about making the agreement work for both parties. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about the 3 ways that you can put together a great offer. All right, step 1 is preparing your offer. There are a few components that go into this. The first is you're gonna wanna get pre-approved. Now, if you've watched any of our videos, you know we talk about this all the time. If you wanna know about the difference between getting pre-approved and getting pre-qualified, you're gonna wanna check out the video on how to be competitive in a hot market. But we can't stress this enough. It's important to get pre-approved, and you're gonna wanna include that pre-approval with your offer. The second thing is you're gonna wanna do your research, both on the home and on the market. So when you're looking at the home, you're gonna wanna ask questions like, how long has it been on the market? Have they received any offers? What are the costs that are associated with it, like taxes, HOA, solar panels? These are all things that you're gonna wanna consider. And then when researching the market, you're gonna wanna understand what are the comps are, what are they selling for in the neighborhood? And so that you can really help determine what your offer price is based on what the market is doing. And then the third part of it is to understand the seller's wants and needs so that you can write your offer exactly to what those wants and needs are. You're gonna wanna understand things like why are they moving, what's their motivation, who would they ideally love to sell their home to, and the agent that you're working with is gonna help you gather that intel. All right, once we've done all our research, we're gonna go into actually writing the offer. So there are a few components that go into this. One, you're gonna think about the price and the terms. So how much are you gonna offer? How much are you gonna put down? How much is your deposit going to be? What's your escrow period going to be? How long is your contingency period going to be? Are you gonna ask for any credits? These are all important terms that you're gonna wanna consider when writing your offer. The second thing is you're gonna wanna include a cover letter with your offer to introduce yourself to the seller. You really want to explain who you are, your family and your situation. And so the seller really understands that there is someone behind that offer and it's less transactional and you can actually create a genuine connection with them by sharing your story. So we have a perfect example of how we put this to work for our first-time home buyers. They were sending a million offers and we had an opportunity to go and see a property. The listing agent walked us through as the buyers were going through and looking at the home. We took a moment to speak with the listing agent and actually explained our buyer's situation. They're a young couple, they've saved all this money, they were really passionate about buying their first home and starting their family. And we included a cover letter with our offer. And because the listing agent really got to hear their story from us and the seller had an opportunity to read their story in the cover letter, I feel like that's really what gave us the competitive advantage and actually had the seller choose our offer, even though he had multiple offers. So that's one of the strategies that we use for our first-time home buyers, and we'd love to hear about the challenges that you guys have. So comment below and let us know, what are the greatest challenges that you're having right now as a first-time home buyer? All right, we've submitted your offers. There are 3 outcomes. You're either gonna get accepted, woo, or you're gonna get countered, which means that the buyer wants to negotiate a few terms in the agreement, or your offer gets declined. Now, in the event that your offer gets declined, we're gonna give you one pro tip: consider being in backup position. Now, we get it, nobody wants to be in backup position, but the truth is there are instances when the first buyer will fall out, and that gives you the perfect opportunity to slide in and get your offer accepted right away. There have been instances where we've gotten offers accepted just by being in backup position, so seriously consider it. Whether you're writing your first offer or your millionth offer, we really want to encourage you to do your research, right? Really understand what the seller is looking for and structure your offer according to that. And if you get declined, really consider being in backup position, because there is a possibility that the first buyer will fall out, and then that means you are the next one in. So at G2 Realty, we serve the Inland Empire area. If you're a first-time home buyer and you want to figure out how you can get your next offer accepted, click the link below and schedule a free 30-minute call with one of our 5-star rated agents that has over 20 years of experience. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.